Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, and we're here to figure out things going on in the community. We got the coronavirus, we got the government, we got all kinds of things going on. We're all trying to figure it out. We've asked our next guest, Marshawn Govan. He's a financial advisor. He's a tax preparer. Welcome, Marshawn.
Hey, welcome again, Mike.
Tell us about the next topic.
We're going to talk about, the Paycheck Protection Program.
Yeah.
And how a lot of businesses were, trying to get prepared to receive some of that money, especially here in the Central Valley and the Fresno community. But unfortunately, the SBA just announced, that they are currently unable to accept new applications for the Paycheck Protection Program based on available appropriation of the funding. And we just got to wait on Congress to reissue more funding for those people that are going to apply. And it actually went to more like the big companies than the smaller companies that is actually helping employ our workforce out here.
Now, was it particularly difficult for people to access that, the application and things like that?
Well, there was only a few banks participating in that. The first was, I believe, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Chase was one of the first banks that actually released the application portal. And then Citibank came on, in the end. But, it's all on a first come, first served basis. And if you didn't have a business banking relationship or some kind of a line of credit, that's who they were serving first. And, once again, if you're a business customer and you have, maybe millions of dollars of banking, deposits with that bank, then first come is going to be, by the needs of the priority of who has the biggest wallet.
Yeah. Now, I have Bank of America, but I didn't get around to it yet. Do you think I missed my opportunity, or will they take my application?
I think they'll still take your application, but then you'll be in a queue. And so that means until they actually get more appropriation funding, then, then you're going to pretty much just be in the queue. They can't submit it because the SBA isn't accepting applications. And so a lot of people are going to still have to come back to their tax preparers or to their, bookkeepers, because they're going to need their W-2s. They're going to need their 941 tax forms, their 940 tax forms, everything that's going to show, that they, supported, these workers in this payroll. And if they were independent contractors, then these 1099s are going to be important as well. They even might ask for tax documents. So that's why it's going to be important that, tax companies is going to have to be available for these clients, because getting them ready to go, have those documents already ready in a PDF format to upload when the next round does open up with a wave.
Now, for your clients, is that all set and you can do it really quickly for them?
If they want to come to us and our clients, we'll provide that assistance to them, because that's what we did. We prepared their taxes. But when it comes down to the payroll service, and we also can assist with the payroll service as well. That's just part of our, ancillary services that we offer for our clients. But however, right now, people are going to have to continue to operate their business as if they, are not going to get that, that funding from the SBA or from the federal government, which means, what other resources do they have, because that money is dried up. Billions of dollars is gone. It didn't go to the smaller companies here in Fresno. So we got to go back and look at, what other options do we have on the table. I think we need to go back and look at the Jobs Act. That was something that Obama created in 2014. We did a video on this before, Mike.
Yeah.
And so they need to go back and look at it. We in Fresno have our own Fresno private capital markets. What does that mean? We have our own crowdfunding portal that is actually able to support locally owned and small business to raise capital up to $1 million a year. And so, you got investors right now that have taken so much losses in the stock market, or people that just have money just sitting in the bank that isn't getting them return. If you have a viable business and a product that is, good, even though right now you don't have customers, those investors are willing to try to, diversify their, their income and invest into smaller private companies. And so I think right now, what we talked about, is the future.
Yeah. It's
coming to fruition. It's coming to fruition right now because, the stock market is really unpredictable. But, if this business, has a good product, then, hey, we even have relationships with attorneys that can help you get your product patented. If you have a, technology or something that you invented, now is the time right now to be looking at, the private, markets and, trying to have investors invest into your company instead of, relying on the government, because we don't know when that's going to be. But we do know that there is investors. There's high net worth investors. There's accredited investors. There's institutions that are sitting on, hordes of mounds of, assets that is unable to be, invested into anything that's going to make them return on their investment.
So you're saying the stock market is up and down and up and down. We just don't know where it's
Right.
going. There's people with money that need to put it someplace that they might invest in a local Fresno business.
Correct, and all they just need is that little push.
Yeah.
Just right now, it's just a little rough moment, that we're going through in an economy. But when the economy starts back up again, they can own some equity into that business. And of course, not, depending on the terms and agreement that business has with that investor, by crowdfunding and, making sure they're making their assets or that their company available to these, investors, that is another way of being able to fund and support their businesses than, relying on, we don't know the uncertainty of when this Paycheck Protection Program is going to open back up again.
Yeah.
Investors are, we're talking over $1 trillion. That's just private money. People are investing into small businesses. Well, they're missing a buck right now.
What I hear you saying is don't wait for the government, because who knows what's going to happen. Maybe call Marshawn Govan over at, is it MKG? Tell us the name of the company and how to reach you.
Well, our parent company, or at least our corporate office, is MKG Enterprises Corp. They can go onto our crowdfunding website, which is mkgenterprises-client.com, and then you'll see a list of those businesses. Right now, we're waiving the membership fee. So for $29.95, you can raise up to $1 million. That's a monthly membership fee. We'll waive that membership. And you can go ahead and start crowdfunding your campaign, start raising capital for your business. Start marketing it to, investors and other people, that let them know they can buy equity into your company. It's a process where, that money is not going to go directly to us. It's going to go into that, company's account, and start attracting those investors and letting them know, what you guys have to offer as far as, offering equity into your business. It's almost like doing a reverse mortgage with your business. Instead of, going to the banks and they're saying, well, we don't have no more funding to give you any money, offer equity, into helping finance your business operation.
Very good.
We're
out of time, and I think we have one more video, don't we? We're going to watch in a moment. But last thoughts for our viewers?
Everyone needs to just stay safe, stay focused, stay encouraged and focused, have faith. I know times are drastic and desperate right now. A lot of people are, used to looking forward to their routine, waking up, going to the same job that they might have had for years on end to come. And right now, we're just in a lot of uncertainty times, but we do have to start thinking, forward and being more innovative. And, by us being able to capitalize on the Job Act, that was something that has really taken off. And there's companies out here that are making, trillions of dollars, and that's not even dependent on the government. It's actually dependent on private investors.
Very good. All right, don't go anywhere. Watch this video, and we're going to have Marshawn back in a week or so. We're going to talk to him a little more about what's going on. We'll be right back.
Thank you.